Alright, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Connor on Chain. So today I'm going to talk about Bitcoin and ETH, general market overview really quick. And then we're going to get into some stuff that's been happening on crypto Twitter. We've seen celebrities dropping coins, and I'm thinking about speculating on the potential of social tokens. So let's get into that in a minute. Bitcoin and ETH, the whole market itself has been going sideways for a little bit, right? It's been choppy, bounced down, had a nice liquidity grab down here, came back up, bounced, and it looks like it's trying to retest or something over here. Maybe it comes down a little bit from here, bounces down even one more time until it has that next leg up, because that's kind of what we're waiting for. That's what we're betting on, right? And honestly, I'm still very bullish on this right now. So let's see, maybe we do this. You could draw it kind of like this, maybe. You could draw it a bunch of different ways, right? You could do it like this as well. And, just like a simple flag pattern, right? That's kind of how I see it. And I think, as long as we're going to contain inside of this, it's probably going to hold this trend if the market stays bullish, going into June, right? So we got ETH as well. ETH I did on like a 1 hour or something. It wasn't like a little weird pattern, just messing around with. Broke out. Like I said, this might come down, might have to bounce a little bit, which that would still be pretty bullish. I think it'd be very bullish. So yeah, even if it does bounce, even if it comes underneath, it's probably going to get bought right back up. We are so close to all-time highs too, being like at current levels right now. Because what are we, about 20% maybe? 30? Yeah, so about 25%. So that's pretty good. I really do think at some point very soon we're probably going to see another leg up. And especially, obviously for ETH memes, as you guys have seen, ETH memes have been going crazy the last few days. Excuse me. They have been going crazy the last few days. And again, even if we see ETH pull something like this, it comes back down, bounces, boom, trends up, boom. Maybe it does something literally like that, But I think for most meme coins, we still got a little while before any sort of tops, right? I just look at ETH memes, right? ETH coins, ETH meme coins have been going wild. But again, ETH is still not even over its all-time high, its previous high yet. And usually most bull runs really kick off once they are not even just over all-time highs like this, when they are in heavy price discovery, right? That is when so much FOMO kicks into the market. And this is why I think at a point like this, if ETH can go to 7, 8,000, 9,000, which in market cap, I think that would put it a little bit under a trillion, maybe 700 to 800 billion. Well, because it's at 3,700, market cap's 450. So yeah, maybe it puts it at close to a trillion, around $8,000. And I think that is very doable this cycle. Because I think what is the market cap of Apple? I think Apple is a couple trillion. But for an entire payment platform, and obviously ETH is not just a payment platform, it does a million things. But an infrastructure like Ethereum, to have half the market cap, a little bit less the market cap of just one US based stock, I think is very reasonable to project that it could minimum kind of double, do something like that, reach a closer valuation to some of these stocks out here, right? That's just my thoughts. It's very simple. I just think ETH is still insanely undervalued at current levels. Still, again, we have so much higher to go. I just look at everyone, all of our altcoins, right? Any RWA, AI, most of these coins, are going to be sitting on ETH. And again, if ETH can still pull into all-time highs, break through all-time highs, consolidate for a while, we're probably going to see altcoins move either with ETH or a little bit after. That's going to be a little bit of a push up. And then if we see price discovery heavy for Bitcoin and ETH again, at some point, what are alts going to do? They're going to follow, and they're probably going to make brand new highs, just like Ethereum is doing. I don't see altcoins staying down much longer. Again, until Bitcoin and ETH really make those new highs, those new levels. That's what I'm heavily waiting for and watching, right? And obviously Bitcoin is still just chilling above its previous highs. And it's probably going to continue until this trend is broken either to the downside or the upside, right? So that's what I'm waiting for. But anyways, let's get into the social token aspect. So, like I said, we're going to go to Twitter here. So here's just a little list right here. A couple influencers / rappers / major figures online have been dropping tokens, even though I think so. Trippy Red, he just tweeted about Solana literally a few hours ago. But we've seen a lot of different rappers, dropping tokens. The first one, this is not the first one, but the first one is actually Caitlyn Jenner. I don't think many, if anyone, expected this to happen. But Caitlyn Jenner is now, chilling on crypto Twitter a little bit, jumping into crypto spaces, talking about Jenner tokens. So Jenner token was pretty interesting. I have it up here. I'm pretty sure there was some FUD that went around. Some BS going on with the team, and how it was initially launched, things like that. And I don't know if the team literally has been selling tokens, if they already sold a ton of tokens. Personally, I haven't been keeping up 100% with, all the FUD around it. But I just want to show you guys that, this is just stuff that's happening. Like, I swear, almost every day, the most random stuff in crypto just comes out of nowhere. And this, like I said, this launched it literally went from Pump Fund. Caitlyn Jenner dropped a Pump Fund link on her Twitter for her token, and this went all the way up. What was this at? 40 million? I think literally 40 million or something in a span of a few days. So huge gains to anyone who was catching this early. Or if you caught the Pump Fund link, that was crazy. But again, it's, I'm just showing you guys this right now. I'm gonna go over my thoughts on it at the end. But the second one was the Rich the Kid token. I believe it was the second. Which, it's looking pretty good, down 40%. No way, is this the token right now? I can't tell if this is, I don't know if this is the original one. Because I know obviously when something like this happens, there's going to be 18 different coins with the same exact ticker. No way it's already down like that. But anyways, this one launched as well. Performed for maybe, a day? Half a day? Yeah, so either way, I think I think it's definitely the one. So it is down. But, it's interesting to see what these celebs are doing to try and keep their token up, right? Because when you're not in the space, you really don't know what's going on. You think you just launch a token, dump on everyone who's buying it and call it a day, right? But, Rich the Kid actually has been kind of grinding for the last 24 hours on crypto Twitter. He's already linked up with the Red Guy, which is dope. They filmed a podcast, I guess today, which is cool. It's definitely good for exposure for, a lot of people that aren't normally in crypto to start paying attention to it again, to potentially start trying to mess with it, jumping into it. In that sense, it's definitely good for exposure like that, because I guarantee people on Twitter are seeing their favorite celebs just randomly talking about Twitter now, like just throwing tweets out talking about their own token and stuff. Definitely sparking interest with some people, whether many think about it or not. But again, to spark interest in a token in which no one knows, if they're going to be here in a week, to be speculating on a brand new token launched by, people that aren't familiar with Web3 like that, it's highly speculative, very dangerous, and honestly, there's no clear end goal where any of these tokens can go, right? But I just find it very interesting that, if this actually becomes some sort of major narrative throughout the rest of the cycle, and a lot of other celebrities do launch tokens, I'd like to see what kind of things these people are actually going to be doing to maintain their token. Let alone if they got people sniping the launch for them. I've seen there's another one, I think, Davido token. I don't even know who this person is. Another celebrity dropped a token. I'm pretty sure he dumped on literally everyone that was buying in. It's like every celebrity too is going to be different with how they manage their token, launch it, right? Some of them just have zero interest, in the community that they claim, and some people are genuinely trying to learn more. Another one we had was Iggy Azalea. I think Iggy was actually the second token, and then Rich the Kid was the third. I could be wrong, but Iggy initially was working with this well-known scammer. I think his name was Sahil, or I don't know if she was. I don't think she was working with him, but Caitlyn Jenner, I think, initially was working with this person. And, I think the dude just snipes launches or something, takes the team token, just dumps it on everyone. And then he's seen just balling out with, like, all these gains. The gains. It's like, dude's a literal huge grifter. And, it's just nuts to see this stuff playing out in real time. And I think initially with Iggy's token here, though, I don't know if he was working with this scammer or not. I don't think she was. But, I don't know. I'm not the best to be, sharing this info, especially because I didn't fully do my research on this actual launch specifically with Iggy here. I just know that she almost like had her token out for a few hours before she actually dropped a contract on Twitter. But I think this other person, this Sahil, was also promoting a different Iggy token, which is messed up. And I think people sent, this person a lot of money. I think this one here, because I think this was the token that other person, scammer, was promoting. And again, I could be wrong, but this is just information I've been seeing on Twitter here. So this is that fake Iggy Azalea token, but the actual one is this one right here. I guess it's called Mother. But, and again, yeah, this is when she tweeted about it, and it's just been doing just what a classic token does, right? Just up, it's coming down, literally within like a day. But it is what it is. Iggy specifically has been on Spaces and stuff. She seems genuinely interested to, learn more about the space, trying to be here. She's literally part of crypto Twitter, just constantly posting now, which is pretty cool. But, at the same time, again, no one knows the actual long-term vested interest in a lot of these celebrities coming in. Me personally, I can't say if I'm bullish or bearish. I definitely don't think it's a good thing in a sense where, if these influencers are going to continue to come into the space, launch tokens, and just dump on everybody, just like do the classic 2021, 2017, 2018, scams, then obviously no, that's not great at all for the space. But, it's going to depend on what celebrities coming in, and how they actually are acting towards the space, right? But it could be a good thing, for onboarding a lot more people at the same time, especially again if let's say Iggy here or Rich the Kid, like they decide to stay in crypto Twitter for a while. They are starting to learn more and actually onboard people. And again, not necessarily to their own tokens, but just teaching people and jumping on spaces, learning more stuff. Actually participating and not just grifting people. That's going to be personally, I think, a huge step forward over the long term, just for the acceptance of crypto, and to get the stigma around crypto right now to be a lot better than it is, because even I feel like a lot of people on the outside looking into crypto, it's definitely not the greatest view of certain things. I feel like a lot of people see that there is definitely opportunity. Um, but it's just the space still has um, just a lot of long term growth. But again, it's part of internet culture. I think crypto is it really is like the next wave of internet. And the fact that people are still sleeping on it is wild to me. And again, I can't say if I'm bullish or bearish on these social tokens, but I think that idea of potentially investing in people in a sense, again, maybe not with their literal pump and dump tokens if these people are launching tokens for that reason, right? And I love the aspect of having a social, whether it's an investment platform, social investment narrative, it's something really like that's just never fully been done. And I'm not talking about like friend tech and these other projects here and there that are trying to do it. I really can see a lot of these people dropping tokens, and if they actually continue to not grift it or something long term, maybe you can start basically trading people, right? In a sense where, say, Iggy's token now is out for 3 months. She's still in crypto Twitter grinding and stuff. Let's say she drops new music and stuff. You probably could see your token go from somewhat dead volume to then pumping or something after a few days, right? Like you can, it's almost like instead of trading a project based on news, like you could be investing into people and their tokens based on news as well. That kind of idea. And again, there's a lot to it that I'm kind of missing here, but it's just that general idea. And then I saw this though too. This is what I mean. Also, it's so hard to know the truth and what people are actually here for, right? I mean, I don't know if this is AI or not. I'm not gonna play this, but just a lot of FUD already going around about stuff. And again, if this is true, you guys check this stuff out. I'm not here to spread any sort of FUD around anyone specifically, but it's just the space is just getting to a point where I don't know. There's definitely just a lot of things coming at the space very quickly. Not even just from the social token aspect. Even the government accepting it, probably just so they can get our votes, right, on either side. To just being overall hyper bullish now. I really do think no matter what is going to happen, I think things are just going to line up for the best for a huge bull run over the next 6 to 12 months. Just wanted to drop that token aspect yet. I think the idea of kind of what I'm talking about, to be able to actually invest in people, I think that's something eventually that will be kind of common, But again, maybe not with these, influencers' actual tokens that they're dropping that, some part of their teams are, selling half the supply or, whatever the BS is going on with certain tokens, if there is. Just a very interesting concept, So that's what I got for you guys today. Just throwing some random info out. I'm definitely not the best to explain some stuff sometimes. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but just wanted to get this info out because it's really interesting. just seeing this stuff play out live. I swear, if you're on crypto Twitter, it's like almost every day there's something new that's crazy going on. It's wild. It's like watching the news, but fully for crypto, and just seeing everyone comment on this stuff. Sometimes it's hilarious, it's funny. Sometimes it's just like crazy to see. So, I just wanted to update everyone with this stuff. But anyways, outside of this stuff, stay bullish, stay optimistic, because I do believe we're in for a huge bull run throughout the rest of this year into 2025. And outside of that, I will see you guys in the next video, and thank you for watching.